right? Never before such a large number of children have been buried alive by any military power.
So you claim. So this is
wait. Let me repeat my claim.
I'm going to tell you.
No.
I don't want you to change it.
Because new mics, new mics and new cameras are turning up. So we need to have a context.
No, I just want to make one point.
I'm making a point.
No, you've made your point. Let me respond.
This is be patient for 10 seconds.
Okay, now there's cameras.
I initially made a claim. Guys, get on with it, man. What's wrong with you?
What was your initial claim to the cameras?
Okay. I didn't call them. Did I? Did you see me call the cameras? No. Okay.
So what's your initial claim?
My claim was
15,000 children.
No. Wait. I made a claim earlier.
15,000 children.
That never before in the entire recorded history of humanity, such a large number of children have been buried alive in such a short span of time, in such a small space. Never before. I'm claiming. I'm a student of history. I'm claiming that never before in the entire history of humanity that has taken place. That such a large number of children in such a short span of time, in such a small space, buried alive by one military group. And what's taking right now in Gaza, okay, is unprecedented in human history. And we have people with straight faces coming on TV and saying,
okay, now wait,
there are nuances. There are nuances we need to talk about.
Okay, I'm not going to get a chance to say. So your original statement that I disagreed with was you.
No, you were jumping around. You were saying no. This is not. Yeah.
Is this how we debate in England? I'm not sure. So your initial claim was that 15,000 children have been literally buried alive.
More than that.
So more than 15,000 children. They've dug holes while they're still alive and put 15,000 children in holes and then covered it with dirt again.
Okay.
You literally said that it happened.
And
I called you on absolute bullshit.
Okay. I'm going to repeat.
That hasn't happened.
I'm going to repeat.
So that's
I'm going to repeat my statement. I'm going to repeat my statement.
But you can repeat it
I'm saying never before in human history.
I'm a parrot. Doesn't make it true, bro.
Never before in human history such a large number of children have been buried alive in such a short span of time, in such a small space. Never before in human history. It's a challenge.
So, 10 times. That's insane.
Japanese city, didn't they destroy the buildings and all the rubble and
the firebombing.
That was burning. That was burning.
Yeah, okay.
That was burning. That was burning. I agree with you. That's a very good point. The gentleman just referenced Hiroshima and Nagasaki, another Western power doing the same thing. What is Israel doing right now? Israel is a Western power, by the way, backed by the Western nations, by Western governments. Okay, you can't deny that. You can't deny that. That's a fact. I'm not making a controversial statement here. Okay, so Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
No.
Wait.
When you make statements that 15,000 children have been literally buried alive.
Yes, literally. What can you not understand? Which part can you not understand?
You are so removed from reality that anything you say after that, nobody can take seriously. So I'll bid you goodbye.
No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so there are precision missiles. There are precision missiles by one of the most sophisticated armies in the world, firing rockets at the bases of the buildings. Bases. The rocket goes to the base of the building, so the building collapses. It doesn't hit the building in the middle. It doesn't hit the building on the top. If you look at those missiles going into the buildings in Gaza, they're going to the base of the building collapses on all the children and the parents, right? So that's why we have over 20 to 30,000 children buried alive. Most of them now permanently disabled. This barbarity, this brutality, this genocide, or this type of genocide has never taken place before in human history. I'm only talking about it because someone poked me on this, right? Otherwise, you know, you're getting your case ready. Are you are you going to?
What happened in 7 October?
Sorry?
You know what happened in 7 October?
What happened on the 6th of October?
I know what happened on the 7th of October. I know what happened on the 7th of October. Fine. Before we get to the 7th of October was a smaller catastrophe. Than what has to. Wait, I'll tell you why. You can say that 7th of October triggered what happens later. Okay, I agree. Okay, many innocent people died on 7th of October. I agree with you. Okay, that doesn't give the license to Israel to go and wipe out an entire population. I've agreed with you. 7th of October, a catastrophe, an atrocity took place where innocent people died, 100%, no doubt. Okay, now, moving on from that, does that give a license to Israeli generals, IDF soldiers, and Zionist propagandists?
Okay, so let me answer you, okay?
Yeah.
People are...
What's my question? What are you answering?
I will ask, no, I'm telling you answer, okay?
Are you Israeli?
Yeah.
You're an Israeli. And have you been...
Of October, you have attacked people.
Have you been in IDF? Have you been in IDF?
I will be there in 1 week.
You will be,
Yeah,
and you will
I will
go
send
and join the IDF,
Yeah,
a
of
genocidal,
course,
a
of course,
genocidal
because
entity.
I support my country. In 7
So
October,
even if your country is committing a genocide, you will support it.
Let me
Yeah.
talk, okay?
Okay, we have an potential prospective.
Let me speak. Don't speak to the cameras, I'll speak to you, okay?
So that it's clear.
So in 7 of
Okay, I'm
October-
talking,
No,
everyone,
I
I'm
don't want
talking
that.
to an Israeli lady. I'm talking to an Israeli lady.
Yeah, it's
She is
actually-
going to join the IDF in 1 week, and we're going to try to convince her not to do that. Let's see if we are
you don't
successful.
convince me. You want to convince
We will,
me,
we
or you
will.
want to listen
We will.
to me, okay? It's a
You,
different conversation.
two
No,
things.
no.
Okay,
Let me speak
two
first,
things will
and
happen
then-
today. Two things will happen before you leave. Before you can't bully me. It's not Israel.
Is it
Okay.
hard?
Yeah, yeah.
My turn to
So
speak.
is your turn?
So can you give her the mic? Can you give her the mic? So put the mic on her.
Look at the audacity the way
In
you
the
speak.
7th,
Yeah. So before we continue, two things will happen today. Either you will lose your humanity completely and you will reject all human values, or you will join,
and get kidnapped, many kids,
or you will
were
do the decent
kidnapped,
thing.
Or rape many women.
There's no evidence for that.
No,
No evidence for that. These are all lies. These are all lies. We do not believe the Israeli government. We don't believe. We can. Okay, let's talk. Let's have a
You have a
conversation.
friend that was kidnapped
Okay,
and
let's-
raped? You
let's-
have that? No. So
Okay,
don't
you
live
finish
there.
and I'll
I
respond.
live there.
You
Every
finish.
half hour we
Let's
have
not
like
shout. Let's not
someone
shout, brothers.
is-
Brothers, please don't intervene. Don't intervene. Just
Okay,
let her
sorry.
talk. Let her talk.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, in 7th of October, there was like many people go inside Israel, kidnap kids, kidnap women, kidnap women that in...
He had 40 babies.
So, if you... very...
Wait.
He had 40
Wait.
babies. Go on,
A lot of these things you said are true.
Yeah.
A lot of these things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Israeli propaganda has been, there have been rapes. Wait. There have been rapes and 40 babies were beheaded. Even Biden,
Okay.
Joe Biden, he
Okay.
came
So
and
you
made the
accept
statement.
us
Do you accept?
that
Do you accept
women
that?
in our
Do
country
you accept
will
that?
be raped and we will
Wait.
return you a
What's
fire?
your name?
Okay.
What's
People
your
are
name?
accepting
What's your
that
name?
all our movements will
What's
be
your
raped.
name? What's your
And
name?
our men, and our men
My
will
name
be
is Adnan. What's your
kidnapped.
name? What's your name?
Yeah, that's not my name.
40 babies were beheaded. That's what you
Okay,
said.
but the point
Not
is,
true.
our babies always kidnapped and
Brothers, can I-
It's not
can I-
okay.
can I-
It's not
can
okay
I-
that our women will be kidnapped and raped.
Can I
Our
talk to
girls
her?
cannot be
Can I talk to her?
replaced.
Let.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, relax.
Okay, I
Relax.
just want to
No,
explain
relax,
that
relax.
There's another side.
Relax.
You need to look at the other side. The social media doesn't
I-
show you the other
Listen.
side of the
Okay.
media.
Can I request from everyone to remain silent? Let her talk. See, you don't have to shout. You don't have to shout. You don't have to
Bye,
shout.
thank you.
But-
Thank you.
40 babies being
This
beheaded.
was this was a lady. This was a lady. This was a lady. She didn't want to talk. Clearly, you know why the Israelis brainwash their children and they become like this. What she was saying there, I told her that your country, your people are committing a genocide. They are burying thousands of children alive, right? And she heard that. And she said, I will defend my country. I will defend my country. So your nationalism, your love for your people, your love for your kind, your love for your race is going to make you commit a genocide of children and innocent people? Fine. What happened on the 7th of October was an atrocity. No one's denying that. The question is, does that give you a license to go and join the same entity now that is committing a genocide against innocent children? Why do I keep saying children? Because they are the largest victims. They are the biggest victims of this unfair, unjust war. This is an unjust war. Why? Because Israel is an occupational power. Israel is occupying territory. Okay? So we had this lady, she said she's going to go next week and join the IDF. And we tried to convince her. We tried to convince her to do the right thing, to do the decent thing. Don't do that. Okay, we care about you. You're a human being. Okay, you are an Israeli. You have humanity. You have the same blood, same heart pumping in your chest, right? Have some humanity. Have some moral values. Don't just go and die for a genocidal, oppressive power. This is how the Atlantic slave trade continued. This is how Western colonialism continued for hundreds of years. You know why? Because people like this young lady were supporting the country. They were supporting an unjust occupation, an unjust brutalization of the natives in Australia, in Canada, in the American West, where hundreds of thousands, millions of Native Americans were wiped out by Western colonialism. Okay, when will this stop is the question. Our battle, our struggle is against this kind of brutalization and this kind of brutality committed by anyone. We don't care who it is. Anyone who commits such atrocious acts against innocent people must be challenged and confronted. You cannot allow young people like this to join a genocidal power. So we tried to reason with her. That's all we can do. There's nothing else we can do. We cannot force her, but we can reason with her. And she didn't want to talk to us. Clearly, the reason she didn't want to talk to us because she knew she cannot defend the genocide. She has no way that she can stand there with a straight face and tell me that what's happening to the children in Gaza. And her mother, I don't know, it was her mother or her aunt, she pulled her away. You pulled her away.
I'll talk to you.
Are you going to defend Israel? Are you going to defend Israel?
I'm going to try and be as honest about the problem as possible.
Okay. Are you going to defend Israel?
Hang on.
I'm talking about the genocide right now. If you're going to defend Israel, then we can talk.
Okay,
if you're not defending Israel, then there's no conversation.
Can I start?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if we're both just agreeing, there's not much for an audience to feed on anyway. So a bit of healthy dialect is probably a good thing. Yeah. So
look.
This,
If you want, what is the conversation about?
This conversation started with me walking up to Adnan and saying, "I think what."
And then you gave the mic to the lady, an Israeli IDF soldier to be, an IDF soldier to be.
You asked me to give it to him. Yes? The mic. He asked me, and it's his mic, so I did it.
So are you going to defend Israel?
I'm gonna. Can I talk for a minute?
Okay.
If
Look,
the only question is, am I in any way going to defend Israel, and I'm not allowed to say anything which doesn't totally agree with you, we're not going to have a discussion.
Yes.
Can we try and have a discussion?
Okay, go ahead.
This started with me walking up to you and saying, I think what the IDF are doing in Gaza is appalling. Okay?
Yeah.
I said that. Is that pretty clear?
Yeah. So
Is that a fairly
we
clear
agree.
indictment?
We shake hands
no,
on
it
that.
doesn't mean we agree on every aspect of every diagnostic, but we can agree thus far. I think
That's all I need to hear.
Okay, fine. Well, I don't think it's all
I'm
we
not
need to
discussing
hear.
the details.
Okay, so we can put
The details. Let's start with the beginning. Palestine is occupied territory. Do you agree? Wait.
In principle, look, hang on.
What do you mean in
Hang on,
principle?
Wait.
What do you? Okay.
Wait, can I caveat?
Palestine is occupied
Can
territory
I talk and then I'll answer the question?
by all United Nations
If you're gonna-
resolutions against Israel.
Gentlemen.
Okay, there are
you have to let me-
human rights organizations.
Adnan,
not-
you have to let me start. Give me a second, okay?
It's a question.
I need
Okay,
to
my
introduce
question.
this by pointing out I don't claim to be an expert on these facts, and I don't want to misrepresent.
Then why are you
my
talking to me? I'm not an expert.
No, but I'm not an expert, but nonetheless, I can say with confidence that what they're doing in Gaza is appalling.
Is Palestine
okay?
occupied territory?
Yes.
Given I don't understand enough facts,
Is-
I think
is-
it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay? Because
You're-
of my lack of
you're not.
knowledge,
You're not.
which I'm owning
Are you?
to.
Are you that? Are you? Are you?
It
Are you?
doesn't-
Are you that ill-informed?
I
Are you?
may
Are you?
be.
Are you that? Are you that?
Okay.
Are you that ignorant of basic facts?
Then let's discuss it. I may be, so I'm only...
You want to talk? I mean, earlier when I questioned you about the genocide,
Yeah.
you said it is appalling,
Correct.
but I want to discuss
I want to discuss the way forward.
the way. No. You
No,
said
that's
I
what
want to
wanna
discuss.
the
I want to
way
discuss.
forward.
But
what is the best way of resolving this from everybody's point of
is
view? That should be
Palestine
the
occupied
question.
territory?
I believe so, but I don't know
Okay,
enough facts.
okay.
Wait, stop cutting me off.
I'm not talking about the details.
Stop cutting me.
I'm not saying how many inches,
Okay, you
how
guys
many
concede
acres,
cutting me off.
how many kilometers. I'm
Adnan,
talking about a basic fact. Is Palestine occupied territory?
And I've claimed, due to my ignorance...
Is
I can't give you
Palestine
a certain-
occupied territory?
He doesn't want to do it back.
Is Palestine occupied territory?
Yes, to continue, I have said, given my limited knowledge, I think so, but I don't want to make out
You're not
I'm an
clear.
expert.
You're not
No,
clear.
I'm not
So that's the
clear.
first point we need to discuss.
Because it's a
Before you
point-
get to IDF,
because it's-
before you get to the
No, I
genocide,
think you're wrong.
we need to
I think
discuss
you're wrong.
what is going on in this
I
land.
think you're wrong. I think
Okay,
you're-
okay. Let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from
Is
the beginning.
Palestine
Okay,
occupied
okay.
territory? We're going to discuss
Okay,
that point.
Adnan, let's try this. Let's have a clock, 2 minutes each, and then we